few myths about the Montessori method. Baby edition. This video features just 3 myths out of many. These are ones that I see on forums all the time and thought it would be fun to talk about. Hope that it helps some of you. By the way, thanks for watching. It's been over a year since I've published a video, but I hope to get back on track with publishing more soon. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. As a Montessori parent, you've probably read that you need a floor bed. Floor beds offer babies a sense of independence since they're able to get out of bed and put themselves to bed without needing to cry for an adult to help them do it. This sounds great, right? While floor beds are good for babies who have outgrown their bassinet or co-sleepers but are still too young to crawl into a normal bed. This means that you probably don't need a floor bed if your baby is over 18 months, unless they're having trouble getting up into a normal-sized bed. The bed you choose should match your baby's abilities and meet your family's needs. Don't feel pressured to get a floor bed if your child is already able to use a regular bed. You don't need a floor bed at that point, unless you like the look. Then by all means, go ahead and get it. By the way, you don't need a house bed to have a Montessori bedroom. These beds, which were inspired by Montessori floor beds, are just a fun design. They are popular among some Montessori parents, but you choose what design fits your needs best. This brings me to myth number 2. Is the bedroom also the play area? Do you hang the mobiles above the bed and put the mirror next to the bed? This picture shows a mirror next to what looks like a baby's bed. But if you want a bedroom that's conducive to sleep, avoid having mirrors and mobiles directly next to or above the baby's bed. Things like mobiles and mirrors should be in something called a movement area, which is separate from the sleeping area. These two areas can of course be in the same room, but they should be distinct. The baby's sleeping area should be conducive to sleep, and this usually means keeping distractions out of sight. If my child is in a Montessori daycare or school, I should have the same toys at home, right? Not so fast. If you're doing Montessori entirely at home, having materials is obviously okay. But if your child has access to Montessori materials at school and at home, this can confuse the child. The way the materials are learned, executed, handled, or cleaned up can be different between school and home. Trained teachers will know how to use the materials properly. Choose materials for home that complement their schoolwork, not replicate it. Boredom is another issue. Children who have the same materials at home and at school are more likely to get bored with the materials at school even when they haven't mastered it yet. This makes it difficult for them to engage with the work at school. So please think about that before investing in your own materials that replicate the school environment. Besides, the Montessori classroom is meant to replicate a home, not the other way around. As parents, we are our child's first teachers. Instead of trying to make them do the pink tower and sandpaper letters at home, think of what else they can learn. I bet there are a million things. The ultimate goal of Montessori is to prepare children for the world they're growing up in. You're not just raising children, you're helping them to grow into adulthood and reach their potential. Use this idea to guide your decisions about parenting and how you live your family life. There's a lot of Montessori misinformation out there, so don't be afraid to question what you see. It is just like that.